Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and in today's episode, I want to talk about a mirror. I think a mirror will be more valuable in a way that is not being used right now. So let me just angle today's episode on this statement. A mirror will be more valuable if it reflected what we act like rather than what we look like. I think a mirror will be more valuable if it reflected what we act like rather than what we look like. That is what I want us to talk about, mirrors. Now, I know you probably used one this morning, maybe to brush your hair, fix your collar, to shave, adjust your scarf, to brush your teeth, maybe just to double check if your sleepy face was ready for the world. We all do it. We all use mirrors. Mirrors are everywhere. In our bathrooms are always now as designs in our living room, in our cars, even on our phones. But here is the question I want you to explore today. What if mirrors did not show us how we looked, but instead how we acted? What if, just imagine, all right, I'm just playing around here. Just imagine, every time you stood in front of that bathroom mirror, you did not see your hairstyle or your outfit. You saw the version of you that spoke to your coworker yesterday with sarcasm, or the version of you who offered compassion to a friend in crisis. What if the mirror showed your tone, your energy, your kindness, or your selfishness, your patience, or your pride? That image will change everything. I believe it will change everything because, let's be honest, we are often far more obsessed with how we look than how we live. And yet, the latter, how we live, leaves the bigger mark. All right, your reflection doesn't walk into a room. Your behavior does. I want you to think about that for a second. Your reflection doesn't walk into the room. Your behavior and your attitude does. Let that sink in. You see, in today's world, we've become masters of physical presentation. We filter, we edit, we crop, we tone, we adjust, we accessorize, all right? We present versions of ourselves curated to perfection. Not necessarily because we are vain, but because that is the value system we've been taught, that the mirror says, fix the external, but life says, fix the internal. I want to ask you something straight. When was the last time you checked your character in the mirror? I'm asking you as I'm asking myself. When was the last time that we checked our character in the mirror? And I don't mean a metaphorical Instagram quote that makes you feel good for a second. I mean a true internal check-in, a raw, honest, unfiltered reflection of your words, your actions, your reactions, your decisions, your motives. You see, we don't need more mirrors that show our cheekbones, all right? We need mirrors that show our character, our consistency, our courage, our humility. Let me tell you something I've observed. Many people can look confident but act insecure. Many look polished but are hurting. Many look strong but are quick to belittle other people. So, what we see with our eyes is really the full picture. And here's the deeper truth. You know what you are like more than any mirror can tell you. Repeat that after me. I know what I am like more than any mirror can tell me. And yet, we tend to judge ourselves based on what we look like in a mirror, not what we act like in the moments that matter. So let us flip the paradigm. What if every morning, along with brushing your teeth and fixing your hair, you took a moment to ask yourself, did I respond with grace yesterday? Was I generous with my time, or did I make everything about me? Did I encourage someone, or was I the storm in their already cloudy day? Did I live in alignment with what I say I believe, or am I inconsistent with my integrity? That, my friend, is the mirror of maturity. That is what it means to become aware. We need new metrics for self-evaluation, I believe. Not just do I look good, but did I do good? Not just is my outfit clean, but is my conscience clear? Not just do they see me, but do they feel seen when they are with me? Ask yourself this. This is where transformation lives, in the quiet, consistent practice of aligning identity with our behavior. Not just our branding, but our behavior. You see, the real work of life is inner work, the hard stuff. The stuff no one claps for, the stuff no one posts about. It is the moment when you choose to forgive when you could resent, when you speak truth, when silence would have been safer, when you hold your tongue because wisdom tells you not every fire needs your oxygen. That is the kind of mirror that we need. A mirror that reflects whether we are building people or burning bridges. A mirror that shows if we are the kind of friend we say we want to have. A mirror that doesn't just show our wrinkles and blemishes, but shows our attitudes and our habits. And the truth is, we do have that kind of mirror. It just doesn't hang on our walls. It is the feedback of your relationships, the state of your heart, the tension you feel when you know you could have done better. That is the mirror, the internal mirror, your conscience, and it is more important than any glass you will ever look into. Now, let us talk a little bit about, let's just talk straight for a moment, because if you know this podcast, you know we don't do surface level pep talks here and there. We are not just motivational speakers. It's about transformation, all right? Some of you listening today have been frustrated, maybe even feeling like life is not going your way. But have you considered that maybe, just maybe, all right? Listen to me for a minute. Just maybe, the frustration is not about the world being against you, but about your reflection not matching your intention. Let me explain. You intend to be kind, but you come across as cold. You intend to be honest, but your tone is harsh. You intend to lead, but you intimidate people. You intend to serve, but your ego gets in the way. You see, intention is invisible. Only action is seen. The mirror that would reflect your actions will be a far better guide for your growth than the one that reflects your appearance. So maybe today, instead of we adjusting our tie or our hairstyle, let us adjust our tone. Let us reframe our mindset. Let us ask better questions. Let us listen longer. Let us apologize sooner. Let us drop the defensiveness. Let us pick up humility. That, I believe, is how we polish our reflection where it counts. You know, this is interesting. The word character, I read somewhere that it originally came from a Greek word that means etch or engrave. Character is carved into who you are over time by what you consistently choose. And that carving happens underneath the surface. That is why true beauty, real influence, lasting success comes not from what people see when they look at you, but from what they feel when they are around you. And here is today's mind shift. Let us stop obsessing over mirrors that only reflect the outer shell, and let us start using the mirror of conscious character awareness. Ask yourself, what do I act like in private? What do I act like when I don't get my way? What do I act like under pressure? What do I act like when no one is looking? Because that is who you are. If the mirror showed that version of you, would you be proud? And if not, here's the good news. You can change that reflection because your actions, like your wardrobe, are choices, daily choices. You may not be able to change how you look, but you can change how you live. And when you do, you will notice something beautiful. Confidence that is not based on compliments arises within you. A sense of self not built on selfies come out. A reflection that radiates value, not because of appearance, but because of alignment. You know what is better than being attractive? Being impactful. You know what is more powerful than being praised? Being remembered for how you made people feel. You know what leaves a lasting impression? a life lived with integrity, with empathy,